Esports route because their lineup looks very 2021. It looks very M2, right? It covers all the bases. You know exactly where who is going, and it makes sense to me. So I'm saying Omega.
Yeah, and I honestly can't choose one, but if I have to pick, I'm also going with Omega side for the moment here, as I can definitely see that they have pretty much of a clear-cut way to just go in for certain picks. And for the carry to be activated, it does take a little while. We talked about the clearance speed, and well, I want to see it come online, but how soon can it come online?
So we will head on to the Celestial Palace, and gentlemen, please take the floor.
Here we go. RRQ HOSHI versus Omega.
Because right now, look at that bottom wave. It's pushing in naturally. As long as RRQ just kind of chill and just wait, somebody is going to have to deal with that slowly building up wave. And RRQ, they don't mind doing it because they are scaling towards the late game. And Omega, they've run out of time at this point, and they have to solely believe in their own mechanics to actually win them out in these bigger fights.
That's right, and now we're hitting 18-30, with most of the members already hitting level 15, and I guess this is where it's all about completing your items at this point in time.
At M2, or at least, right? And even the playoffs specifically, when you reach the 18-20 minute mark, that's basically a marathon. Like, this is longer than usual already. And right now, with Kenji back on the map, they have eyes on Albert since he is pushing down bottom. I think Omega Esports is just going to jump the gun. They're just going to go for it, saying, just start it up, start it up. Just hope that Vin isn't there and that Albert isn't ready with the retribution.
Oh, this is going to be big news here. Ruby is being pretty occupied, but they understand once again, they're going to go in for another reset, but Heap, though, playing with fire.
Oh, he got caught out. That's at least one ultimate from Vin. They have the timer. They have to make sure that inside, deep inside, they know what it looks like for the opponent, what kind of firepower they're packing. And wow, again, they're back to the game of how low can you get lured before the opponent actually jumps in, bites.
Yeah, and Lemon, although he's 60%, easily could just find his way to live steal Malefic Roar on the hands of Cortese. And yeah, very much interesting.
Just keep your eyes like while this boomerang game of who can get the Lord lowest before resetting. Just look on the opposite side of the map here, because you can see that Ling as well as Ruby are both trying to make sure those lanes are clean. And RRQ, simple macro here, just get a wave pushing on their side, because again, if Omega Esports walks out too far, you can punish. If one person goes over, you start the Lord. You put them between a rock and a hard place, and eventually somebody is gonna crack.
Yeah, and if we do look at the goal differentials, it honestly doesn't matter at this point in time, where most of the people have already completed all their items. And being up ahead means that they are shoving way harder towards the side of Omega.
Dude, check out that graph, man. Omega was just dominating the first half of the game, and then RRQ HOSHI just slowly catching up. If only Omega was able to close out that game. Man, they must be kicking themselves like, oh, if only we had that Lord and it didn't get stolen just now.
That's essentially the story of the past 5 minutes. The past 5 minutes have been RRQ HOSHI just applying pressure on Omega Esports. And some part of it, I believe, is just conditioning. Like, slowly but surely, RRQ HOSHI has been saying, all right, if you don't do anything about this, Albert's just going to push and penetrate your lane down bottom. And right now, again, back to the game of hot potato onto this Lord. It's a matter of allotting resources. How much are you willing to put on the line to be able to take this huge objective? Now, Psycho at half health. And now it's Lemon they send over. Oh, this is going to be a push.
Yeah, and that's my attention actually fixating on towards the lower side of the map, and with that, RRQ still wants to play this Dance of Death. How are we going in? Finally!
Oh, they're going in. This is no turning back. That's Heath getting blasted. He's still alive. R7 with the black dragon form. Tempest Ablaze in here. That's going to be a knockup on the Psycho. R7 being pushed back. That's going to be Vin taken down by Hajizi. Oh, it's looking grim. Heath destroyed from the back line by Psycho. That's going to be 2 for 1. Lemon destroyed by Hajizi. And now the Wolf, the machine, is on the chase. Psycho, oh, he needs the Cyclone Eye. Oh, he's going to get it. But inside the orange buff pit, that's going to be the Hajizi run. Taken down one last 1 for 3. Is this enough space for the Lord?
This should be plenty of space for the Lord, actually, unless Albert makes a fat steal here, which I don't think he's going to do. In most situations, Lings are just going to cut the wave, but considering the wave still has a long way to go.
No, the burst is just too much. That's what, 4 members of Omega Esports? Oh man, our RRQ HOSHI's very own R7 was a little too optimistic.
Yeah.
Absolutely dropped the ball right there. You can see Albert can only fly around just to see this Lord go in the hands of Omega Esports. And I'm pretty sure the Filipino fans here rejoice after that long dance. And it all started from sending Lemon right down below, and Omega Esports knows, okay, we can actually catch them out of position, and that's where that 3-for-1 trade didn't go anywhere as planned for RRQ.
I think RRQ at this point in time, it's just a game of cat and mouse because, again, there's nothing much they can really do about it in most of these situations if they put themselves too far out and they get caught out by Heath. And you know what? Speaking of Heath, in that last fight, he preemptively flickered forward thinking somebody would be further, deeper into the brush. Ends up they were standing right in front of him and he just blew his flicker for no reason. But here comes Luminous Lord.
Oh, but he got away with it anyways, right? Here we go now. Finally, the first inhibitor taken down, and it's going to be on the side of RRQ HOSHI. That's going to be quite a few ults spent by RRQ to take down Lord alongside that inhibitor up top as well. So it's a 2-for-none, relatively clean for Omega Esports. Impressive how they're able to just center and just gather themselves once more, especially after earlier how RRQ HOSHI was slowly turning the whole map blue.
Right, and now Psycho tries to cut off the way, but oh,
that's going to be Hajizi running away. Immortality popped in here. Vin destroyed by Kurt the Hurt TZ, and now Hajizi. That's going to be R7 taking him down. It's so far a 1-for-1, and right now Albert destroyed once more by the 1-1, and they're going in. That's a lot of damage coming in from Lemon. That's Heath. Mr. Fundamental destroyed, and right now that's another pull. Lemon survives. Oh, I think he's going to heal up because they're still ready. They're going for this half health on all members of Omega Esports. They may have been going in too deep, and I think the investment has already been spent. R7 destroyed. That's going to be 1. Oh, hey, that's going to be 2. They're trading back and forth. 2 members left.
Good plays coming in from RRQ HOSHI. Even though they had a bad situation, they just had to make sure that they understand who scales into this game. Okay, Albert dies. Who do we have to depend on? Lemon. If you have to throw your body in to buy some time, then throw your body. Just like what they're doing out now, it's going to be a 2v2 situation.
Oh, they trigger the crossbow tang, but Psycho gets away.
Oh no.
Full range. Oh, that's going to be a pull by Kenji. And that's Lemon. That's Lemon finally shut down. And that's 2 defenders, though. Vin is back in here, so that's some wave clear on the side of RRQ HOSHI.
Just look at it, 50 over seconds if you go down at this point of time. RRQ HOSHI at the very least still have 3 members up, so this is where Omega Esports can continue to apply the pressure. In more than about 2 minutes in towards the game, we'll see possibly the final Lord, but they might not even need it right now.
Electro final blow used to clear the waves, but Curtizi will take down the turret. Anyways, what is this? About a minute away from the 3rd Lord, and Lemon's going to be coming in on time. So I think for RRQ HOSHI, just buckle in. Just wait for Lemon to come in. And I don't know, man. Whatever you did with Vin for the 1st Lord, do that again.
But at this point in time, if you actually lose at least 3 members by just snatching the Lord away, yeah, maybe you might get away with, you know, that Lord just marching towards the enemy side and you have like a full send of Omega Esports army just at your base by that point in time. Yeah. So, Curtizi having 1 final slot uncompleted, but hey, what's to say? I think he really packs a punch at this one time.
I think he packs a punch too. I think they all honestly pack a punch. And the real problem right now is that they can't seem to get onto the scaling heroes. Lemon just refuses to die. Albert, he buys so much time, especially when he jumps into the backline here, that Omega Esports can only deal with 1 problem at a time. And Kenji, he's going to be staying very close to Curtizi more often than not, just to kind of protect him with the I'm Offended and making sure that he taunts the right people, just to buy that time to allow Curtizi to at the very least have enough weakness procs just so they can use his ultimate in a clutch situation.
Yep, and we've seen earlier, a crossbow tang is not a confirmed kill. Not at all, because of how this Rome Benedetta is playing in right now. That's going to be a fight. I think they're picking. Oh, Vin gets caught out. Oh, he lets out the ult. That's going to be flame shot used already by Yelly Hayes. And Hajizi destroyed by Lemon from the back line. Tempest Ablaze here by Albert. That's going to be trades left and right. Kenji down, as well as Hajizi. 2 for 1. I think they are ripe for the Lord take.
Yeah, and we just saw the positioning of Lemon initially was a little bit questionable, but when he flickered to get that position, to get that first opening, it started to make sense where the rest of RRQ HOSHI will be able to penetrate through from a very awkwardly positioned Omega Esports.
Honestly, I'm surprised that Omega didn't just jump onto Lemon there. Like, he was free, and you can see that the unstoppable force was up there. They were just waiting out the winds of nature, but that's just like a second long. So it's kind of on Omega, who I think were in disbelief. Like, no way he's doing this. This is kind of troll, right?
Yeah, again, give carry, what, 1.2 seconds of free hits, especially with full lock items like this. You're in for a bad time, and right now, oh, Albert's stealing oranges now. This is going to be rough for Hajizi when he comes back.
And you can see Psycho really roams in towards the mid side as well. They're having two members to right to the lower side of the map. And this Lord right here is the terminator of the entirety of this game, which honestly, Omega Esports hasn't been able to find a safe way to even get a pick.
And he's gonna get blasted down. Heath trying to run, save his life, and he survives. But look at Albert. Albert looking to just cut the waves. Oh, it's a silent Cold War between Kenji and Albert.
Both sides just not letting up here, but at the end of the day, who wins out in these later stages? I mean, Yelly Hayes, he's going to take some damage. Psycho is just going to chase him down, and nope, the rest of the team back off, and they could, I mean, I don't think Lemon wants to fight without his ult here, so Psycho's got to be real careful.
Psycho right in between all these members of Omega Esports, not looking all too great. As much as he has immortality, he can buy only very a few seconds in towards this match, but he's trying his best to make it out alive. Lemon, as much as he's nearby, he's not getting out of this. I take my words back.
Psycho things, madman.
He's getting away with too much here, and I think, you know, Omega and RRQ HOSHI, like, it's in Omega's hands to look for this engagement here, and RRQ, as you can tell, clearly will not initiate anything unless they can guarantee that pick. And at this point, Vin, he's a little too scared to walk forward, because the moment he does, Heath is going to unstoppable force ejector him back in towards the enemy team, and there's really not a lot of counterplay to that other than hope that he doesn't fly back too far, or the rest of Omega can't catch up after he flickers.
Gentlemen, we are already hitting 30 minutes of play, and it's pretty much on even grounds at the very moment. Everyone's just buying forces at
Which
this
is
time.
impressive, because RRQ HOSHI, they have no more turrets, and they're still this aggressive.
Yeah, and as much as this turret stands from the side of Omega Esports, it's currently untouchable.
Yeah, so it's more of, again, a standstill right now. The headlock. And hold up, RRQ HOSHI. That's going to be our 7. Black Dragon form catches Yelly Hayes off. Lemon finishes him off. That's already a -1. And looking at the map in general, Omega Esports not going to find an easy pickoff just like that. There's no Vindication anywhere soon. Not even Psycho. Again, we know Psycho runs away like this. This is what he does.
Yeah, he just gets away with everything on the line, just pulling every aggro that he can possibly get. And this constant split push will not stop at all, but Lemon, he could possibly solo this if Omega does not pay attention.
I mean, Omega definitely knows that this is going on. However, they have to send members to the other side of the map, and Albert, he's able to control this, and he's going in for the full engagement.
Oh, there's going to be Heath. His immortality pops inside. He has a few shields to buy time. Oh, Kurtizi, just in time. Crossbow tank, and they burst him. That's Heath taken down. R7. Where is R7? That's going to be Kurtizi. Oh, Hajizi as well. They're running away. Oh, can Psycho finish him off? Lemon from behind. Kenji gets him. That's Psycho taking down Kurtizi. 1-1 off the table right now. Kenji flickers in, saves himself just in time, and now there's Hajizi. There's two chances at a steal here. Hajizi and Kenji. I don't know. Yelly Hayes needs to start clearing waves. And yo, this might be RRQ's. I feel like RRQ is just more confident this time around.
Like it should be. However, Selena and those Abyssal Arrows could be the game changer. Vin just waiting for the catch. He gets caught out himself.
Oh, Vin is still alive because they are going to burst down Yelly Hayes. And Yelly Hayes is still in this. Vin gets destroyed. Hajizi gets him from behind. The delayed damage gets down Yelly Hayes, and there's still 4v3. Hajizi survives. Psycho's chasing him. Oh, they're looking for the juke. And, oh, what a transform! Oh, they're going to find him anyways. Kenji's still in this. There's not enough damage from the side of Omega, though.
Fight's still going on here. Going strong. This brawl is going to go. Kenji finally gets taken out. The ejector onto Psycho. This is finally looking good for RRQ. My goodness, Omega, they've got to be real frustrated about this entire situation.
Yo, just look at the waves that's already crashing right in.
Oh, this is something that RRQ HOSHI has to watch out for as well. Again, note, they can join fights as long as they want, but if they don't manage their waves, it could end in the blink of an eye. And I think all of these long team fights, it's resulted in, again, more members of Omega coming back, but finally this is third Lord. I can say confidently, it's gonna go definitely to RRQ HOSHI. Oh! Definitely. Close, close. I thought there was another Vin situation.
Yeah, it almost could have been in that sort of sense with Heath being so close by. And unfortunately, things are starting to open up for the side of RRQ HOSHI. And Omega Esports had to back away and retreat, not having Hajizi as well as Kenji around. There's so many switch of itemization going on. And we've seen the Rose Gold Meteor being bought there by Hajizi.
Yeah. Kurt swapping around. That last slot is his juggle slot.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be important that teams know how to juggle their items, especially this late. Oh wait, hold on. This is the pick of a lifetime. Bin is getting chunked back, but this could be the fight that they've been looking for.
Like the final blow by Psycho, trying to dive in and take out the softies from behind. He's destroyed here by Lemon, and Psycho able to just maintain pressure here, just escort Lord into this inhibitor, and that's going to be Kenji getting blasted down by Lemon. Ladies and gentlemen, carry is back. That's going to be the push on all three inhibitors for Omega Esports. Curtizi taking down Vin. That's going to be a crossbow of Tang. Hajizi destroyed here. It's just a matter of time. They just need to focus down on the base. And ladies and gentlemen, the King of Kings take game number 1 after a long, drawn-out game here in the very last day. Oh, sorry, the last game of day 1 in the playoffs.
34 minutes.